it's running. Want to see something not real cool? I just had a Kia Racer running good, except I had to put a brake booster on. I'm going to put on Saturday. That's all I had to get done yet. Everything else just working beautiful like a brand new one. You know, it looks crummy. You wonder why I drive old cars like this? For work cars, beater cars, and not my Lincoln, eh? I want to show you what's wrong. This is what it's supposed to kind of look like on both sides. This is the driver's side. Okay, that's my light bar. Here's the passenger side. What's wrong with this picture? You see that? It's still got deer fur in it. Look what the scumbag did to me this morning. Cruising 45 on the gravel, a big grove of trees. It wasn't pitch black dark. I still needed the lights, but you know, on dim I could see. It was, yeah, a grove of trees right along the edge of the road, and boom, here come a deer full bore, jumped out over the little tiny bit of ditch there was, and airborne right in front of me, and pow, and I blasted the scumbag. Look what it did. I can fix it, but it tweaked the hood. When I hit the son of a bitch, I didn't, just that close. I barely got my foot on the brake and tried to lock them up and just get stopped. And oh no, pow, hit right here, coming from this side in the air, bashed into here, which was lucky hit here instead of right in my brand new radiator. But this is solid aluminum. It took this and shoved it clear over. I just scooted over because it's just on zip ties. Shoved it clear over. That took the hit to keep stuff out of the radiator. But yeah, kapowie here. And the son of a bitch went airborne. He was already in the air. Broke my headlight assembly. Mounts clear off. I opened the hood. I haven't even looked at it. But yeah, there's a deer fur blowing the wind. That son of a bitch was doing a death dance on the road behind me. I looked in the rearview mirror. And I hope that fucker was spinning for an hour. But I went and looked, came home the same way, and no deer on the road. Must have crawled off with just his front foot or whatever leg is working, and down in the weeds somewhere. And but that one ain't gonna be running, jumping out anymore. But yeah, scratched my fender. It's got a nice bow to it. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Jammed it back. See how it's poofed way out like this? The hood's tweaked, jammed it down, twisted it, bent it down, busted my headlight mounting socket, the whole sandwich up, jammed it back, pushed this over, and the scumbag, when I hit the fucker, pardon my language, was in the air. It bent my hood down here. It's got a new aerodynamic curve to it. Then pop the summits come up. You notice here there's nothing broke. I said the scumbag was pretty much airborne when I clocked the scumbag. And I didn't hit the deer. The deer hit me. I was already, this son of a bitch just jumped out without looking. Pow! That's what happened. Luckily, the scumbag was airborne and not on the ground. Planted, or it would have bashed, his foot would have dug in the gravel and stuff with weight on it. Would have, and hit here instead of here first, okay? But yeah, then, I can't make this shit up. I've had it happen once before, 20 years ago on a pinto wagon. I had clocked the scumbag, but I hit the other one with the pinto like dead center. Bashed here. Never hit anything else. Oh man, yeah, you know it's gonna be a rough day on the way to work when that happens. Didn't bust the radiator, nothing. No, my cigarette's going out. I gotta have my smoky treat. But yeah. Wind's only blowing 35 today. So I'm trying to get my cigarette. Okay, so here's what happened. Cocked him from here. The scumbag was airlifting already, so I went up. After hitting here, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm sitting right here. All of a sudden, pow! Okay, the son of a bitch come up, went under, hit the front legs, the back legs hit, and went kind of, submarine or something. The scumbag come over the hood, never touched the hood except, and was airborne yet, and right at me, his fucking dumb deer-heading body coming straight at me, right? Like, I ducked. That son of a bitch coming through the windshield. Well, didn't come through the windshield, but I don't know. Can you see that now? My crack all the way across. I just had chip. Oh yeah, hit the frickin' windshield, and then when I was laying on the brakes, but after it didn't come through the windshield, I know I'm locking up the brakes just to get stopped. I look in the rearview mirror over here. All I see is that son bitch laying on the ground doing a circly, kicking, blah, 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 and can't go anywhere on the side. Round, shit. I'm going, yeah, scumbag, it's good for you. I'm on the way to work, and anyway, look at the temp gauges and smell for antifreeze. I'm like, I'm gonna keep driving. And if you don't believe it, yeah, here's the crack. Because the son bitch launched from here, hit about here, and check this out. Look what's, I don't know if, yeah. That's deer fur stuck in the upper rubber of my windshield. I'm just glad the scumbag didn't go through the windshield. That could have been a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna be up there too. There's deer fur. Blowing in the wind, deer fur and wet. You can see the marks from the dirt. Went up and over. Airborne like a big dog. But yeah, I cracked my windshield. But I said, didn't get the radiator, didn't get me. And then I drove back on the way home, the exact same route. Went, yeah, hopefully that sucker's still laying dead on the road. You could kind of see a spot where the circle spun. I don't know if it crawled off down into the weeds or somebody took it and ate it. I don't know. But couldn't see it, couldn't find it. It was a big doe. I'm like, ugh. So now I gotta fix that. Now I'm gonna open up the hood quick. But yeah, check it out. I got this nice big flared fender now I didn't have. Hood's got an extra aerodynamic curve down sitting crooked. That's caved in. This is all shoved back. But this is what saved my radiator right here. Is pretty soft. They got solid bump. These old kids are solid. This is the 8th deer that's hit me. It ain't like I'm hanging out. They say, yeah, I hit a deer. I didn't hit a damn deer. There wasn't a deer just standing out in the field, and I went blasting at it and smashed into it. I'm driving down the road. This dumb son of a bitch jumped out without looking, going nuts, and pow! So they hit me. Every deer that's hit this Kia has hit me. I've never hit one myself. I've never hit her. They've hit me, okay? But yeah, they've caved in. I said, this is number 8. I've had this car 18 years. This is the 8th deer I've hit. And I don't drive like a nut or nothing. I pay attention. That's why I got that big freaking light on the front. That's why I got this giant light bar on high beam for running in the country where all these freaking deer are around here. It sucks. Oh, it did. Oh yeah, tweaking the gap. See how small the gap is here? How big, wide it is there? The only reason it ain't crooked over here is because, yeah, it mushroomed this fender out. I'll straighten it out. I'll get it. It didn't hurt the suspension, didn't get the radiator. Brand new, 3 weeks ago radiator. Here, let's pop the hood. See what kind of damage I got. I found a headlamp assembly Chinese copy for online if I can find one, about 90 bucks. Alright, let me get the deal here. I'm going over here trying to get this and hold up with my head and just, yeah, do that in the wind. Yeah, It's jam. Oh yeah. It's not looking good. I think, yeah, it's all jammed over. It bent the radiator support frame here down. Shove this back. I don't want to. Oh yeah, it's way back. I don't want to destroy it. So the light still works and the turn signal still works. I'm just gonna leave it like that because it's basically getting light enough now in the morning. I won't need the headlights and to get home. I don't want to take the whole headlight out. Oh yeah, I bent this whole radiator support down. Have to do a little pulling or prying or get the tractor and loader and pull it up a little bit with a chain. Tractors are awesome for auto body. Once I get the headlight out, I think, oh yeah, I can get under here and work this back out, kick that back in. But I'm gonna have to do something about this right here. It's rubbing on my brand new radiator. I always get a pry bar in there very carefully and try to just unjam it. All my wires are against. That's my power steering pump. Oh yeah, I definitely ain't gonna drive it. It'll take a week to get at least. Oh yeah, here's where the mount was. There ain't no fixing that. Ain't no JB welding this one. Ugh. What a drag, but could have been a lot worse. That sumbitch would have come through my windshield. I could have been in a world of hurt. Didn't set the airbags off because after the first deer I hit, the airbags went off. And I went, I'm going to hit more deer with this as a work car. I didn't even put airbags back in. It has no airbags. So if it would have had airbags, they would have went off. But it don't have airbags. But yeah, I'm going to have to get a pry bar or something quick. Because I got to drive it to work tomorrow and I don't want this rubbing on my new radiator. And I want to leave the headlight in there so policemen don't stop me because I don't have a light. It works, even the turn signal. You can still kind of see with all the fur there. So I just got to try to pry this up and get this scooted forward and over just a little for now. And order a whole new headlamp assembly and then straighten whatever else is bent there. Yeah, it's schmuckoed. Yeah, but that's all it did, and I'm safe, so that's okay. I said that, yeah, 5 different mile an hour in speed. It could have went straight through the windshield pretty much. So, all right, I'll leave that open. But yeah, I got to try to find some way to pry this up a little to get this away from the radiator and that power steering pump. And my AC lines. Oh, I don't know if I got a slide hammer. I might be able to pull this up a little bit real quick. Yeah, took a damn good hit. Yeah, fur, I hope that last fur. Yeah, it lost more than fur, you scumbag, stupid sumbitch and dough. Doing your little spinny dance, crawled in the hole, and if you ain't dead now, you sure ain't gonna be running, jumping in front of no more cars. And I don't think you'll make it a day or two. Good for you, deer. I said, if I never see a deer ever again except a picture in a book, I would be so happy. I've hit 8 deer with this, 2 deer with that. That Ranger got the whole front end smashed from blasting a deer. And lucky I'm not dead. I blasted a deer on a motorcycle doing 55 mile an hour on the freaking highway on my 500 XT. Woo-hoo. That wasn't good, but wow. Yeah, deer. Oh yeah, my old Ford. That blue Ford, I hit one. Went into the windshield, I had to replace that. Clipped the side, yeah, didn't hit the nose, came right up, jumping and right into the windshield on the passenger side, luckily. That one that's sitting there. My Pinto wagon hit Munch went over. Ranger's been, yeah, I think the Ranger's got that. And then, yeah, Ford Festiva took 4 hits, and all on the side, never did hit one, they ran into it. If I never see a frickin' deer again in my lifetime, I would be very happy. But yeah, there you go. Some more stuff to fix and play with, but I'm a body man and stuff. I'll get it. I hate to spend $80 for a headlamp assembly, but That's aftermarket. Kia one's $290, but yeah, that's not JB weldable. I'm just happy it didn't destroy my radiator. There's a $140 radiator I was put in 3 weeks ago. Cool breeze. Yeah, what do you do? Can't get upset. That's why I have the light, but it didn't need the light. Nothing you can do when there's trees right against the road and they're just... I said, I'm lucky I hit some bitch midair when he was jumping, or been planted, it would have done a hell of a lot worse. You know, cracked my windshield, I deal with that. Right where I gotta look though, you know how that works, but I'll live with it. I'm not replacing a windshield. Alright, man. Peace. Love, have a heart, have a heart. I'm gonna show you some cool stuff and some not so cool stuff. But I've had this car 18 years, and I think that's number 8 of deer that have hit me. So yeah, there you go. That's why I keep running the Kia. This is a tough sumbitch. There's some metal in this one yet, and it's a 98. They're solid. It'd been blasted in the rear and hit at over 45 miles an hour when it was stopped when my Chinese wife had it, was driving it. Yeah, it's totaled if I had to take it to a shop to get it fixed, but I'll fix it. Keeps on going. Like I said, it's like, Ronnie, don't throw me away. Ronnie, don't throw me away. I'm not. I just keep fixing stuff. Take care. Don't let stuff get you down. That's why I don't drive my Lincoln and stuff to work, or even a newer used car. That's why this thing is solid. And, you know, probably to straighten that out halfway decent, you know, and tweak the hood and everything back, 4 or 5 hours of that, and $80 to replace the frickin' headlamp assembly, and away I go. I said if there's a shop, that's over a $1,000 bill right there, but I do it myself. That's why you learn and know how to do stuff. Sooner or later, you can't afford to let other people, and then they don't do it right anyway. But yeah, I'm happy. Oh, yeah, I kind of tweaked her a little, but yeah, I got to take care of that. That's rubbing on that aluminum right off the freaking radiator. I said, you know, this headlamp is supposed to be over here. The headlamp's supposed to be over here. Got boom. Ooh, I'm glad it took the hit, so it didn't take everything else out. But yeah, and I'm lucky it didn't come through the windshield. It went up and over. Sweet. I love that. Oh, the deer hair. No, it's still there. There's that deer hair. I can't see because the sun's going to be. Yeah, there's that deer hair still stuck in the rubber from banging off the windshield. And there's the marks from coming over the car. Whammo. Would have been a little lower instead of hitting up here. Would have hit here, wouldn't have been pretty for me, I'll guarantee that. Alright, but there you go. You gotta deal with what life throws at you. I love y'all. Yeah, some not so cool video, but it's awesome. It's repairable, and I never got hurt. So, God and my angels are watching out for me again. It's awesome. Alright, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Don't let stuff get you down. Just what gets thrown at you, deal with it. Getting pissed off and crying and whining or what ain't gonna change a damn thing. It's there. Deal with it. Fix it. Move on. Alright, love you. I will be back. If God and the angels let me. Ciao!